Mówiłem, witam was w kolejnym odcinku nagrywanym zaraz po poprzednim. Z tej strony Wilczek i idziemy tutaj, na kiłazika. Tak, idź. Ja się znowu kurwa głodny robię. To się dziwić, jest 14:20. Człowiek może trochę zgłodnić.
I don't know, debris, tracks, just something to help me understand how a top reacher like my dad could get lost on Eos Chasma, one of the easiest fucking roads on the planet.
My guess, he got into an accident. Something he couldn't avoid. It's happened to us after all.
Maybe. I just want to find out. That's all I'm asking.
I fear I may be getting sick.
Sorry, Scott. I understand that looking for the remains of your best friend is probably painful, but Amelia deserves answers.
Znaczy nie o to mu chodziło.
Sometimes the past just gives us answers we were afraid to know. I just hope that won't be the case this time.
Even if we find the rover wreck, it'd be easy pickings for a passing scavenger or thief. So there might not be much left.
The fuck you say that for?
Sorry, I just don't want you to get your hopes up.
Whoa, Amelia, ease up. I know you want answers, but it's probably best not to crash while looking for a crash site.
You kidding me? Wonder what you'd say if we actually went fast.
I guess everyone's version of moderate is different. Damn, the rover's still here. I would have bet it would have been scrapped by now.
Well, some parts are goners, but most of it's still here.
Yeah. Look, Amelia, I'm sorry, but this time I don't have any doubt.
I know. Thanks, Nisha. But yeah, I knew he was dead. I just wanted to know how and
O,
why,
teraz nam
you know?
pokazuje
And I
te
still plan
miejsca.
to, with what's here.
Może coś być. Fajnie. Latające dziki? Tak, latające szczury. Latające pod ziemią szczury. Zdychać. Nie cierpię tego robactwa. A to oczywiście trzeba wszystko przeszukać. Tak, żeby tak inaczej można było zrobić. Co tu jest?
Looks like we found a tablet. And it still works.
Scott, I don't know if you'll ever get this message. It doesn't really matter now, I guess. Of my own peace, I just need to... So many things I wish I could tell you. My last thoughts and breaths are filled with regrets. I can't even blame you for sabotaging my rover. I was supposed to be your friend. I was supposed to be there for you. I was supposed to try to empathize with all the hurt and fear you were going through. But all I can bring myself to care about is making you stop obsessing about your son. Make you go back to being your old self for my own benefit. To have my old friend back. It was selfish. I was selfish. Even from the outset. The only reason I ever helped was just to help bring an end to the obsessing. And in the end, my own obsession with that goal led me to take away your son so you would stop. I wanted to take him so far away that you'd have no recourse but to give up hope. But you figured me out. You stopped me, and now I'm paying for it. I'm so thirsty. The rover is becoming unbearably hot. Unbearably hot. Forgive me, my friend, as I forgive you. Tell my daughter I'm sorry for not being courageous enough to keep her by my side. I should have fought for her. Stopped her from being taken away from me. Between the two of us, you were always the better father. Good to your boy. And here I am. Sid. Never mind. Farewell, Scott. Take good care of Amelia for me, my friend.
O, tego to się nie spodziewałem.
I can't even... He was here the whole time? Not even that far from Ophir. If I ever find out who sabotaged his rover, who's responsible for him dying? You find something?
Po. Kurde. Co tu wybrać? Cholera. Jeżeli nie powiemy prawdę, to może się okazać, że Zabiję Scotta. I powiemy prawdę, trudno.
Yeah, I found this. There's a message on it, Amelia. One you're not going to be happy to hear.
Whatever it is, it's better than not knowing the truth. Give it.
Scott, I don't know if you'll ever get this message. Regrets doesn't really matter. I can't even blame you for sabotaging my rover. I was supposed to be there for you. I was supposed to try to empathize with all the hurt. The only reason I ever helped was just to help bring an end to obsessing so far away. And in the end, that you tell my daughter I'm sorry, but to give up courageous enough to keep her by my side. I should have fought for her. The rover. Take good care of Amelia for me, my friend.
Wryj nam da?
Where the hell, Scott?
O, maskę założyła.
Where is he?
Sorry, Scott. Może się tak naprawdę okaże, że to nie on. To był wypadek. Nie uszkodził tak naprawdę jego łazika. Bierz to. Dobra. F5. Nie wiem, czy powinienem zrobić właśnie szybciej. Scott, coś się władowało, kolego.
Found my father's rover and a tablet he left. You're a fucking murderer. And to think I called you a friend all these years.
What are you... What tablet? What...
You're gonna pay for his death. I promise I'm gonna make you pay.
Waszą przyjaźń, by ją odwieźć od morderstwa. Próbuję ją powstrzymać.
Amelia, stop. You heard what the captain said. Scott launched an entire military program just to save his son. He did everything he could to help him, and it was all in vain. What he did to your dad? It was awful. But he was just doing whatever he could to save... Look at him. He's paid enough already.
I don't give a shit. I barely knew my dad because of him. You fucking pathetic old piece of
O, udało się.
Get the fuck out. Just get out. Get out before I change my mind.
Udało się. Jej, mamy dobrą karmę. A teraz się z nią prześpimy, żeby jej pomóc. Dobra, idziemy tutaj. Tak. Kark.
Hope these mutants took this canyon we were shown.
Hell yeah, fucking right.
Ale szybko
There aren't many
zmienia
paths
ten
leading to mutant
nastawienie.
valleys that are safe from the sun. We'll find
Ja,
them.
czy Szkot nas
If
opuścił.
these roads
A
are
nie.
safe passage, why haven't they arrived yet? Perhaps desert mirages got the best of them. Wait, did you see... Oh no, just my imagination.
Not a bad point, Crazy. But the road's never completely safe. You could have met some hungry beasts. And not too many people have a contingency plan for a flight of jellyfish or pack of mantas.
For a successful escape, the breakout is just half the battle. The other half is diligence. It is likely that they moved slowly and decided to stop and hide at nightfall, so I am not worried. But a little help never hurt anyone. See anything, Amelia?
Nope, but we're still far from that place you showed us. My baby's fast, but it doesn't go the fucking speed of light.
One must muster quite a bit of courage to escape from a city, only to risk it all in the desert, defenseless, while soldiers are in hot pursuit, or have already suffered greatly.
Ja obstawiam to
I wonder
drugie.
how long they chase after them once they've left the cities. Most people think it's impossible to survive in the desert. So wouldn't they figure they could let the desert do their dirty work for them?
I hope no one was wounded. Blood attracts creatures of all sorts, predators that'll pounce on the weak. Imagine it, Zach. Walking all those miles through hostile areas, hiding and sleeping during the day. Takes courage.
Once everything's been taken from you, death probably isn't a fear anymore. Rebuilding a life comes with the price of risking it.
Too bad they didn't have vehicles or something to help them run. Hell, someone should build hideouts along the path to help. Place to give them food and water. A place to catch their breath, you know?
Dobry pomysł. Dlaczego tego nie zrobisz? My tu nie byliśmy? Nie no, byliśmy tu kiedyś.
The day is rising. They must find a place to rest, and this cave is perfect to hide them from both the men and father's son.
But this cave he has a bad feeling. There's danger here from the moment he wakes to.
No, we've already met and defeated danger, overcome it together. So he must stop behaving like a slave. Come!
Gdzie ma nas? O, żabcia.
Move away! Don't be afraid. Scum sent me from Mutant Valley to protect you.
Żabcia i grzybki. Grzybki. Kurwa, nie ten przycisk. Odpalaj się. Nie gnoju! Odwal się. Dawaj w żyłę. O matko. Śluz! Znaczy śluz. Mogę cię pacnąć? Mogę. Jest ładnie. Aaa, śluz. O, znowu śluz. No mnie to kurwa na ten śluz wzięło. Odwal się. Masz to puszko. Odskocz, przypieprz od... Zostaw mnie. Gdzie lipisz? Zdechniesz. Dobra, zdechła. I raz się przełączamy na to. Pyk. 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 Ja tutaj grzybków. Lucynków. No szybciej. No ładuj się, gnoju. Pyk. Pyk. I pyk. Oskruję cię. Chodź. Chodź, wypatrosz się. Dziękuję, wypatroszony. Teraz tu. To jest, broń straciłem. Odpal. Coś tu się chowa jeszcze? Nie. Dobra. Rusz dupę. Bem, tam nic nie ma. Gildara. Robak czy inny dziad rozwalony. Odpal to i strzelaj. Fajnie, że to szybko tak wybucha. Zbieraj. Może naprawdę muszę klikać, żeby cię wysadzić. Tam się coś będzie jeszcze kryło. Mógłbym podpieprzyć, czy też raczej nie. Nienawidzę tego robactwa. Latające kupy gówna. Padły wszystkie chyba tak. Mogę to teraz zgarnąć. Co tu było? Mogę? Nie mogę. Dziękuję, że mogę. Idziemy dalej w pizdu. No i nic. Przeszukaj. Dziękuję za złom. Złom.
We're almost to Mutant Valley.
You have our thanks, man.
Call me Zachariah.
Then you have our thanks, Zachariah. We will not forget what you have done for us. We must hurry now, though. The day is coming.
No, i szybko poszło. Sądziłem, że to będzie inna miejscówka niż byliśmy, ale spoko. Spoko. Aktualnie trochę zawsze więcej doświadczenia dzięki tym kretom, kretoszczurom, ogórom. Wy tam jesteście. No, ja chciałem go wykończyć. No trudno. Dobra. Nie będę was rozrabiał. Przerabiał nic. Wracamy do Doliny Mutantów. To tylko to nam zostało aktualnie.
We made it just in time. That toad could have done some serious damage.
I think I'm gonna hurl.
But this is rather quite fascinating. Did you know that the lichen on its back is not merely a parasite? Well, maybe you... Anyway, they actually have a symbiotic relationship. The lichen cools off the toad's skin, while the toad lets the lichen feed off the ooze.
Ciekawe.
Well, oozing from its pores.
Yeah, now I'm definitely gonna hurl.
Nie żal ci
Thank
twojej
the
tapicerki?
moons, we were able to save them. I don't know if they could have survived without our help. Scum will be happy to see they made it. The gates of Mutant Valley will open wide for you this day, friend.
Damia dla innych
I'm
nie?
antsy to get to town. I'm getting tired of spending night after night in this rover.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to bump you up to first class, bitch ass?
No. But even you have to admit, it'd be nice to go to the bathroom with a door.
I'm anxious to meet Scum. He's quickly becoming a legend around these parts. Some people in Noctis talk about him like he's some kind of messiah, even though he's only just been freed from Abundance's prisons.
Yes, he has lived most of his life at Camp 19, but he has shown great wisdom since his arrival, and he is quite the speaker. I think you two will get along very well. I know not a more devout advocate for peace.
Jak to jest powiedziane, chcąc pokoju, przygotuj się na wojnę. Coś w tym guście. Kto ze mną chce gadać? A, ty. Gadaj.
You have a chance to think about what I asked? Got time now?
Tak, mam. Zgódź.
Yeah, come on. I think the time's right to start your initiation into...
Oh, man. You say stuff like that, it makes me wonder if I should have even asked for this.
Ej, nie bój dupy. Później tam pójdziemy. Nie chcę się iść na aktualnie w tamto miejsce. Ależ ty paskudny.
Praise to the Shadow. You are here. I was getting worried about you.
What's going on, Scum?
Kane is moving to take power. He came with dozens of followers, killed many who stood in his way, threatened to do the same to countless more. As for you and I, Phobos, I promise that he has already planned our deaths.
Zachariah, it is not my life I worry for. He will kill any and all who stand against him. He will wipe out human cities, destroying those with little more than sticks and rocks to defend themselves. Blood will drench this planet.
Zajebiemy go.
And I'm sure all our names are probably topping the list. And we better make a move before it's too late.
Dobra. A chuj, pójdziemy. Zrobimy mu tą przyjemność. Mogę wejść, kurwa, do łazika? I pindo jedna. Mam iść w pizdu gdzieś tam. Nope, chyba nie da rady. No, chyba nie da rady. No cóż. To pójdziemy później. Otwierać. A, nie ma drzwi. Nie ma sklepika. Mogę pohandlować?
Look around, please, but don't break nothing. Many fragile things. You break, you buy.
Informacje dotyczące ataku Aurory.
I'm just looking for information.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
dziada.
all I have is goods to offer. My life is about myself.
Standard, pokaż. Liczba to 4. poziom. Serio? Stalowa rura. O, proszę. Stalowy kostur. Mamy podobnej mocy. Kupię go. Potwierdź. Mamy go podobnej mocy, ale ten jest lżejszy. To kupiłem i nie ma szansy na zakłócenie większą. Tarcza. Gorsza, ale... Pytanie. My chyba mamy tarczę ulepszoną. Pistolecik jakiś. Wow, ulepszony pistolet zakłócający. Ale nie mamy broni. Rękawice Aurory. To mi się nie przyda. Chociaż... Obos! No właśnie. Weźmy, kupmy dla niego to. Grupy jakieś. Zachariaszu. Nic nie ma ciekawego bito. Andrew. Rękawica mistrza. To masz rękawicę mistrza. Potwierdź. Dziękuję bardzo. F5. Y. Znaczy I. Nie ten przycisk. Ręce. Tarcza. Aha. Mamy tą samą tarczę. I to chciałem, dobra. Broń. Dawaj mi lagę. Stalowy kostur. Dziękuję bardzo. Obóz. Bierz młot. Ma trochę słabsze obrażenia, ale szanse na zakłócenie większe. Sama waga. Oczywiście mogę to zwiększyć. Stalowa rura. Bierz stalową rurę. Nie, jednak kurwa możesz posługiwać się tym szajsem. Co mnie kurwa kłamiesz? Tak? Ma coś lepszego? Nie ma. Dobra. Zakupy, sprzęt zrobione. F5. I później polepszamy. Ja mogę się udać. Tu jest zadanko. Idę po zadanko. Pierw trzeba wziąć zadanko. Handlarz, kupiec. Kupiec gołodupiec.
Now you look like a promising client. If you have serum, you have promise, and I have all sorts of artifacts and merchandise from all sorts of corporations.
Spoko, obejrzyj towary. Tu sprzęt mamy. Odporność na truciznę, eksploracja. Lepsze. Cięższe. Dobra, kupię sobie. Eksploracja nie. Truciznę. Potrzebuję kurczę tylko tych towarów. Tu nic lepszego nie będzie. Mam otwieranie zamków, tak? Na sobie. Tak. Mamy coś lepszego z otwieraniem zamków? A to wychodzi chyba, że nie. Portki jakieś mamy lepsze? Mamy. Spodnie ochotnika są lepsze. I to wszystko gorsze. Tu portki ochotnika. Tutaj buciki. Regeneracja mocy spada. To nie. Towary. Ile ja mam złomu? Nawet nie wiem. A, nie stać mi. No spoko. Maty. O tak. To trzeba zakupić wszystko. Od razu kupuję. A. Nie, tyle tego towaru mam, dobra. Wyposażmy się. Zakładaj hełm. No. Prawda, waga się zwiększa, ale trudno. To już mamy. Tu mamy pułapki. Obóz lepszego. Moment. To mi niepotrzebne. Recykling. Chociaż może zamiast recykling to po prostu to sprzedam. To jest opcja. Dobra. Mniejsza z tym. Portki jakieś lepsze mieliśmy. Dla siebie. Właśnie spodnie tego. No, lepsze. Też. Buciki chyba też lepsze mieliśmy. Dobra. Jeszcze raz, panocku. Tak. Będzie towary. Na sprzedaż. W ogóle namierzające. Potwierdź. Kaptur gangstera. Potwierdź. Tak, mamy pułapki, zamki. Co jeszcze mam pod pułapki i zamki? To jest gorsze, więc sprzedaj. Może nie zostaje na tym moment. Pułapki, zamki jest gorsze, sprzedaj. To jest chuj warte. Nic nie daje. Pułapki, zamki, tak. Tak. To też sprzedaj. Też sprzedaj. Charyzmę zostawiam. Tworzenie zostawiam. Mamy 2 tworzenia. Płaszcz inżyniera. Niewiele to już zmienia, więc sprzedam to. Krótka technika. Nauka. Tworzenie. To. Tworzenie. Odporność na zakłócenie trucizny. Odporność na zakłócenie na truciznę. Czyli to jest lepsze. To mogę sprzedać. Nauka, tworzenie. Też mogę sprzedać. Dobra. Spodnie. Jakieś lepsze spodenki chyba mam założone, tak? Tak. No to sprzedaj, sprzedaj, wszystko sprzedaj. Te buciory też sprzedaj. Dobra. To jest gorsze. To zostawiam, bo będę miał niedługo. Rurę. Weź sprzedaj. Tarcza. Potwierdź. Potwierdź. Tolet. 138. Tak, zostawiamy to. Rękawice 3 mocy. Mocy. Jeden zaurowy zostawię. To też przejściowo zostawię. Rękawicę mistrza sprzedaj. Potwierdź, potwierdź. Już sprzedawałem. Ja mógłbym tutaj posprzedawać rzeczy, ale mniejsza z tym. Kupuj wszystkie schematy, jakie są. Dobra. Wielkie dzięki. Za chwilę sobie przy F5.
Ah, the human everyone talks about.
Hi.
Wymagaj.
You wanted to talk?
I did, yes, I did. I've heard many people say, even though you are human, you're a good person. Many say that without you, they would still be in the pen. I thought maybe
Dam
you
ci
two
pomóc.
could help me.
Depends. What do you need help with?
Yes, well, we need weapons. To have any hope of helping our brothers held captive, we must be armed.
Rozumiem.
I was given orders to arm a squad, but I have nothing to arm them with. And in Noctis, such things are far too expensive for us. But since I
O
was
matko.
told you travel,
No, państwo
if
się
on one
wzięli.
of your trips you could find and bring us back a box or two.
Nie mi
I
misję.
can try. Sure, I could get my hands on some in Ophir somewhere.
Thank you. Yes, I'm sure it would be a great help for us.
Uzbrojeni powolność. 5.
You're back so soon. Were you able to find us weapons?
No i chyba tak. Daj mu broń.
As promised, should be enough to get you going.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know I've already asked you for a lot, but they are not used to fighting. Is there any way you could give them a lesson? Just a friendly fight. It'll help them get started.
Sure, why not? I'll try not to hurt him.
Ale z którymi mutantami? A, tam na dół, dobra. Ale zanim to pójdę sobie tutaj, bo coś... Spodnie ochronne... Trochę amunicji, do czuszków mogę coś wsadzić. To co? Te miejsce. Odporność na elektryczność, odporność na zakłócenia, elektryczność. Nie przedmiotów poziom 2 jest potrzebny. Poziom 3. Momencik. On? Broń chciałem. Ukryj. Zręczności będzie trzeba. Kostur. To na pewno muszę ulepszyć. Moment. I proszę... nie to. Puszki pod tworzenie. Dziękuję. Pieprzona szkawka. No właśnie. I już. 41. Tak. Kolejne podziwiłe. Tak. Kolejny pod siłę. Oczywiście. Dziękuję bardzo. Prostor niebitny jak się patrzy. Też może. Chwila. O boss. Dawaj mi swoją stalową pałę. Jakkolwiek źle to brzmi. Poziom 3. Cóż. Aktualnie nie mam poziomu 3. To wiem jaki następny poziom załadować. Sobie pozwiedzać i pookradać. Znaczy... pozwiedzać. Ja nie okradam. Tam zbieram to, co nie jest przybite do ziemi. Jak jest przybite, to rozkręcam.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Milcz. Nie kłam, że to nie jest na twój poziom. Ja wiem, że umiesz to rozmontować. Wszystko jest moje. Jestem ciekaw, czy znajdziemy jeszcze jakieś schematy. Teoretycznie jakieś schematy jeszcze powinny się znaleźć. Rozumiem, że to jest szkodliwa walka, tak? Chyba tak. Panie, nie bij mnie pan. Dobra. Też okej. Nie bój się. Nie ten przycisk. Oho, zmęczeni jesteśmy. Dobra. Czas kimę. Jesteśmy zmęczeni, to czas jest w kimę. Żeby nie być zmęczonym i mieć dodatkowe punkty doświadczenia. To jest bar. Idź spać. Tak, do świtu. Znaczy spać. Będziesz siedział jak ta cipa. Gapił się przed siebie. Przez kilkanaście godzin. Fajnie, że mamy teraz pokazane. Możemy coś zdobyć. Jo, ruszcie się. Ruszać dupy. No, won mnie stąd. Dobra, byliśmy tam na dole. Po prawej stronie też byliśmy. Przyda się też tutaj zerknąć.
One of my ostriches is limping. I think she's hurt.
To jest złom.
Have you tried applying lichen bandage? I've heard it works well.
Nie wiem, czy ja dobrze wlazłem, ale spoko. Widzę tutaj skrzynkę. Jest dobrze. Teraz z drogi. No, ruszyć dupy. Pójdę tam do danej drugiej bandy. To chyba tylko dwóch tam jest. To wychodzi. Tędy na górę. Dobra. Pójdziemy tam. Pomożemy im w treningu. Mam nadzieję. Pójdę z wam. No oczywiście. Dalej jeszcze? No proszę. Okej. Kurde, chyba nic nie ma. Z nami mam pogadać?
Hey,
Hello. How are you?
someone told me about you, so I wanted to come say thanks. Your instructions helped me save my friend.
I'm just happy you got there in time. We would have helped ourselves, but feared letting humans know free mutants roam around.
Don't blame you. You see what led to all of that? By the time I got there, they tortured my friend, and the Technomancer in charge was leaving.
Found himself surrounded by the Technomancer and his soldiers, who wanted to know where they could find a man named Zagrajmy. You, I suppose.
What did he tell him?
Not the answer you are scared he gave. He said nothing of your location. Instead, he told this other Technomancer that he knew who he was, but it did not seem to matter. The question was asked again. This time your friend screamed back that he knew who he was, and that they must listen to him. That is when they began to beat him, and he began to scream for mercy. Mercy that would not come, even as he screamed that he could do something for them. The violence only grew. That is when we ran to warn Dandolo. What he was offering to do for them, I do not know. He never said. But it did not matter anyway. All they wanted to know was where you were. Nothing else to them mattered. The torture lasted for hours. Your friend may be not all there, but his loyalty cannot be doubted.
Thanks. And thank you for going to Dandolo.
Of course.
Mapę proszę. Coś długiego tutaj się znajduje. Bardzo Jamkaina, bardzo Jamkaina. Zajebiście. To wracamy sobie tam do naszego pokoju. Porozmawiamy z naszym... O, wiedziałem, że coś pominę. I rozumiem, że te walki, raczej walka z mutantami, żeby jakaś treningowa się skończyła. Na to wychodzi. Dobra, Szkocie. Chodź pogadać.
Scott, thanks for coming. Please have a seat. I'm just trying to understand something.
Ah, a scientific query. Let us engage.
No, not quite. I just wanted to understand what you were doing with Alan under that shadow path. A couple mutants saw you and said you told Alan that you knew what he was, and that you could do... Of course, the jackass didn't give a damn. All he wanted to know was where we were. But what the hell were you trying to do, Scott?
Do? I wasn't doing. I was doing something, but not what... There are opportunities in life. He might have become an ally, a great Technomancer. Even if you're not friends, he could... I was...
On chyba wie, że jesteśmy mutantami. To już skłonić go do rozmowy.
Scott, how long have we known each other? How much do I owe you? You're like a father to me. You know that. And you can tell me anything.
Yes, and you like a more than a son.
Nie mów, że ukochany.
Without all the messiness of diapers and all of... I'm just a stupid, silly old man, Zachariah. It is a rather laborious story, some of which you know, some of which it was 17 years ago, with our corporation's unparalleled obsession with the perfect man. I found myself ensconced in gene research.
Chyba, że przez to światło główne
My
widzimy.
son, my flesh and blood son. I loved that child, cherished him like nothing else, but my work stole time from him, more and more, and when he was diagnosed with symptoms of the mutation, I disintegrated. As the best geneticist in abundance, I ensconced myself in research of its genome, discovering its mutation, and I heard whispers of tests the settlers had made, because they, too, had been coping with the chaotic mutative effects of the radiation. So, my friend, Mark, delivered me to a distant city, remote, nearly unlivable. I stayed there, poring through their documents until one day, I uncovered their work on a therapy which had only a singular side effect.
It modified the human body's electrical production.
Precisely. Technomancers are the result of a controlled genetic manipulation, mutations instigated to protect us from more erratic mutations created by the radiation, a discovery I found myself racing to try out on my son.
Było już za
But
późno.
first, I needed test subjects. So I volunteered to heal children in the slums. Found 2 young boys there to test its efficacy. And lo and behold, it worked.
Andrew and me.
Yes, yes. Your abilities were gained thanks to my experiments, but that was not all that was gained. I had proof that I could replicate the therapy, and that, you know, now
No to
could
ciekawe.
resist other forms of mutations. From there, well, I secured a research budget from the military, who in turn assured me they would return my son. But for him, it was too late. The experiment failed to help him, and I found myself with little choice but to end his suffering, rather than see him in a life of slavery, the life of a monster. And to the military, because I could not yet reveal what I knew, as I knew not yet what you were to become. Saw only my failure. I lost everything, found myself socially exiled. And when Andrew's death came, you, Zachariah, became my only chance for success, my only chance to regain my past glory. So I kept close to you for all these years, until you finally became a Technomancer, my success. A chance for me to win back my approval, glory within abundance. I would be the man who created Technomancers. We needed to escape. By seeing Alan, I had hoped to fix that they might take you back, and in turn, I might... Madness. But madness had overtaken me. Greed. Instead of being proud of my success in you, I only wanted more, and... Forgive me.
Leave me alone. Please.
O, przyjaźni jesteśmy, fajnie. Dobra, z drogi. Zejdźcie mi z drogi! A tymi chujami powalczymy sobie w następnym odcinku. Trzymajcie się ciepło i do usłyszenia. Pa, pa!